presentation of the NBA.
For the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Plenty of emotion in that touching rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner. And with that, we'll be right back. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. Let's see the stat sheet here for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Over his last 10 games, his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better. He looks very confident from deep. There's no doubt he's got the green light to shoot from his coaching staff.
And we've got just enough time for a pregame report. Let's go over to the sidelines where Allie LaForce is standing by. Allie?
Well, Brian, the loss of Jamal Murray derailed the Nuggets' title prospects last season, but there's still a team to be reckoned with. As Murray works his way back, they have a superstar in the Joker to rely on. Jokic told me, quote, "I've been the underdog my whole life. I'm used to it. Guys, there is no quit in this team."
Yeah, we knew that. Thanks a lot, Allie. And tonight, two of the more methodical offenses in the league, Grant. With so many teams going fast, what makes teams go slow?
Well, it could be a number of things. You have lumbering big men and efficient half-court offense. Also, if you have a lockdown defense, then you can sometimes use that to control pace to tighten their clamps.
All right, let's check out the starting group for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander is the 2 with Dort at the 3. Darius Bazley is out there with Derek Favors. And it's Giddey in at the 1. And for Denver, down low, it's Gordon and Jokic. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope out there with Jamal Murray. And it's Porter in at small forward. Now here's Favors. Against Sacramento, he was really on his game. Outside Murray. There's the drive. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
And as a leader, Murray is vocal. Talks to his teammates up and down the floor, and he pushes everyone, and they tend to follow.
And Murray's vocal to the opposition as well.
He's used to the trash talking. He loves to challenge people. Does it cross the line at times? Well, it depends on who you're talking to.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops from Murray.
Hailing from Canada, Jamal Murray is the latest star to emerge from the North. Joining country mates like SGA, RJ Barrett, Brandon Clark, really impressive.
And Murray drops them both.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Here's Giddey. Baseline try. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Outside Murray. On the wing, Caldwell-Pope to the paint. Fades back. That one a little long. Here's Oklahoma City now. First quarter of play, a minute in. Gilgeous-Alexander against Murray. Pass to Dort, down to 5 on the shot clock. Up and over Porter. No luck on that one. And Denver the other way now. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist.
The combo guard, Murray, capable of hurting you with his scoring as well as with his passing.
The Thunder have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Murray against Dort. And it's Denver with a rebound. Coming off a win against the Blazers.
And we all know that on the road, you don't usually look so comfortable on the offensive end. But that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
Here's Dort. The quick look, no good that time.
Just brutal. I mean, 5 straight misses to begin the game.
Back to Caldwell Pope. Outside Murray. The Nuggets need to get one up. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. As we look towards the end of March, these power rankings are getting closer to their final shape. You take a look at the Warriors. They slipped a bit. Still in the top 10, though.
When I look at Denver, they've been a big-time surprise. Late into the season, still strong, showing the doubters they are for real.
Here's Giddey. Last game for him, he had 14. Favors the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 to get this one going. Outside Murray. Pass to Caldwell Pope. On the wing, Porter. Here's Caldwell Pope. The 3 is up. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic.
They're beginning to take control now, and this could be a crucial point in the game.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Timeout called. The Thunder. He hails from a small town in Serbia. Jokic played basketball, but also a number of other sports that he credits for his current skill set.
Yeah, he says water polo helped with the one-hand passes, and volleyball helped with the tip-ins. And the harness racing, well, who knows? But he was obsessed with it.
And while we can, let's see which teams have been running the league's most efficient offenses. Fourth, the Nuggets.
The basketball IQ this team possesses is special. They don't rush anything on the offensive end. They take their time and stay patient trying to find the best shot possible.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Favors. To stop the drought. Rejected by Jokic.
Assertive defense from Jokic, using all of his reach to get on top of the shot and deny it.
The Nuggets have gone 3 of 4 to get things going. Murray against Favors. Murray passes to Jokic. Here's Caldwell Pope. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. To the middle. Here's Bazley. Tipped.
Boy, the vertical that Aaron Gordon has helps him on the defensive end. Twice on the pipes with that block.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Well, in their first half of play, they're closing out aggressively. The block shots, a key indicator of their activity defensively.
There's something else they've done right from the get-go tonight is run. So much of their offense coming on the fast break.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The Nuggets getting their last shot to go. Here's Dort. Caldwell Pope pulls it in.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Murray, no good. Oklahoma City trailing. Dort, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Dort. 4-3. And they'll get another chance. Porter with the steal. Down low. Here's Gordon. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
And here's Dort. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Aaron Gordon. That's his first foul. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
Favors with it. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Dort. Takes a three. Drills it from deep.
He was cold, but that basket might get him going. 1 for 6 now.
Now Murray. We saw him with 19 his last time out. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Back to Porter. Here's Jokic. Favors covering. And Caldwell Pope gets it to go. Caldwell Pope's got 7 points in the game.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Here's Giddey. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Well, just a little too physical out there right now. That's already his second foul.
The Thunder making a switch here. Pokusevski's checked in. Now here's Murray. You know, his stats have been solid, averaging around 18.5 points a game. 6 to shoot. Porter the pass to Murray. Back to Porter. Let's go with a three. Oh, and he can't make that one. 2 for 3 now. His first miss. Here's Dort. His last outing, we saw him score 13. Back to Murray. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Going inside. Soft touch off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Such a smoothness and ease to the way Shai Gilgeous-Alexander plays. What a pretty drive. Makes it look easy.
Murray. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. And the Nuggets lead by 10. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. 14 points for him last game against Sacramento. The shot won't fall.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
And there's the foul. It's on Michael Porter. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Jordan's checked in. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. It's a 10-point game. To the inside. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Now Murray. Gordon on the wing. Back to Murray. Left side Porter. Shot on the wing. Here's Jordan. It doesn't go for him. And the Thunder going the other way now. They put up a nice win against Sacramento last time out.
And you'd have to think that luck played a part in that one. I mean, the opponent had an off night at the defensive end for sure.
Well, give them some credit for taking advantage of a weak defense and capitalizing on every mistake.
Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Jerome comes in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Maledon. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Back to Williams. Pass to Muscala. Right side Brown. That one goes in.
And they're behind right now because they're failing to play quality defense. It's that simple.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 for 3 from outside so far in this game. So Bruce Brown is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Maledon. 8 points in his last time out. Here's Pokusevski. Good on the 13-footer.
And he can get that shot anytime. He really can shoot over almost anyone.
You want that mid-range game in your arsenal. You can't just be about threes and dunks. Sometimes this is a key shot.
Pass to Green. Here's Najee. It's stolen away. To the paint. Williams misses.
Well, that's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it up strong, but the defense was ready.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Here's Maledon. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Muscala, no good. Here's Campazzo. Down low. Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Pokusevski. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Here's Campazzo. Pass to Najee. Shoots over Maledon. Najee, good. And the Nuggets lead by 12.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Here's Jerome. 9 points in his last outing. Here's Pokusevski. Maledon for 3. And the foul called on Mike Muscala. That's his first foul. Denver has gone only 1 of 4 from three-point land.
Not an easy situation for Theo Maledon to come into the NBA. You're learning a new language in the midst of a pandemic, but this guy made the most of his chances.
Back to Campazzo. 5 to shoot. Outside, Brown. And it's all from three-point range.
They're playing with a lot of energy tonight. We can see that in their dominance on the glass.
There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Maledon. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one.
Right now, they're losing ground. I mean, they might need to switch things up a bit. Maybe hit the offensive boards a little harder.
Here's Campazzo. Outside, Brown. From 7. And there's Jordan on the assist by Brown. Jordan's got his second basket.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Here's Oklahoma City now. They trail by 14. Again, no good by Oklahoma City. Inside. The shot by Najee, no good.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
And for him, that's a great look. Expect him to go right back to it if it's available.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. We'll be right back after this word. And Nikola Jokic, the 2021 league MVP, he said it was a long road that brought him to the top.
The hustle work, every day, twice a day. Just go out there on the court and do whatever you need to do to get better, and that's what I did.
Grant, that love for the game makes those long hours fly by.
Boy, are you telling the truth, B.A. I mean, his love and passion for the game of basketball is something you see every time he takes the court.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a very convincing performance so far from the Nuggets.
The aggressiveness on defense has been infectious. Everyone's come to the party. I love it.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
We've got Green. Facu Campazzo is out there with Bruce Brown. Then there's DeAndre Jordan, and it's Najee in at the 4 slot. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Pass to Jerome. Shoots over Brown. No good off the back of the rim.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Jerome. Rebound by the Nuggets. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, we know this about Jamal Murray. He is not shy of letting that thing go. He said, quote, anyone that knows me knows this. I'm going to take the last shot. I've always believed that, envisioned that, dreamed that, and practiced that. And I'm going to make it. Guys, there's no denying that confidence.
Well, it serves him well, right, Allie? Thanks for that.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Favors checked in for Oklahoma City. And both free throws good for Brown. Any hope of coming back to win this game looks near impossible.
I know. The way things have gone so far, hard to imagine. And they're ahead right now because they're working so hard on the glass.
And bottom line, more boards means more possessions. That's how you build a lead.
Green for 3. Doesn't go for him. So the Thunder will take it the other way. Here's Maledon. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Blocked! Williams against Brown. Outside for Green. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Here's Jerome. Oh, it's stolen by Jordan. Pass to Najee. It's hauled in by Pokusevski. Pokusevski's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Williams. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
No debate there. He got hammered.
That one's off for the Nuggets. Jokic comes in for Najee, and Murray subbed in for Campazzo. And he ends up missing both free throws. Denver has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Green, the pass to Murray. Back to Green. Pass to Jordan. 6 on the shot clock. Murray up top. Charity stripe shot. And again, Denver no good.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Jokic on the double team. And he lobs it up to the rim. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you got to love the finish. Bringing it down with some attitude. Brown against Williams. Brown passes to Murray. Offensive board. And slam dunk by Jordan.
What about the intensity? Go ahead, Mr. Jordan. We see you working out there.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Dort against Brown. Here's Favors. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Well, the Nuggets shooting the ball at 48% so far. Pass to Brown. Jordan with it. Now here's Jokic. A 20-point game for him in the win against Portland.
And he also contributed a couple blocks, too. Just a glimpse at the impact he had on defense.
Bazley misses. Here are the Nuggets with the ball. Outside Murray. Pass to Jordan. Green for 3. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Brown's got his 3rd assist of the night.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
For Oklahoma City, they've gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. Here's Giddey. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Brown with some nice D. Denver has gone just 1 of 6 from distance during the second quarter. On the wing, Green. Pass to Jordan. Over Williams. Jordan misses.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Michael Porter, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Caldwell Pope comes in for Brown. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Oklahoma City. Here's Giddey. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 5. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
How fast off his feet is Gilgeous-Alexander. What a dunk.
Outside Murray. Here's Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
You know, one thing Porter's been working on, finishing off contact.
Yeah, defenders body him up whenever possible. He's young, so it's not easy to add a lot of muscle. But once he does, his game should reach another level at both ends of the floor.
Well, that's the size of Derek Favors, allowing him to snag these boards. This guy, you've got to keep him off the offensive glass.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. From outside, off the mark. And the Thunder shooting just around 33% since the second quarter got underway. Here's Giddey. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by Murray. And for the Nuggets, they're shooting around 29% in quarter number 2. Now here's Jokic. He drains out one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
The size, the skill, the footwork. Jokic has it all. Just a strong move.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets it fly. The shot off that time. And it's Denver the other way. Dort against Porter. Pass to Jordan. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on Derek Favors.
And the intensity Murray plays with is impressive. Excellent work forcing the issue and drawing the contact.
And Grant, for the super teams that are managing their stars' minutes right now, it seems like home court advantage is less of a priority than being fresh for the postseason.
You know what, B.A.? It really does seem that way. It's like you'd rather play with a stacked hand on someone else's table than play with a weaker hand at home. Championship teams know how to win on the road. The most important thing is being healthy and being together as a group going into the postseason.
Gordon, he's checked in for the Nuggets. And Oklahoma City with a change here too. Muscala's checked in. And that's good as he hits both shots.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
Dort outside. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 points for him. And here's Muscala for 3. And they recover it. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Murray. Ooh, another miss by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Outside Porter. Pass to Jokic. Outside Porter. Back to Jokic. Just 5 to shoot. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. Jokic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, he's showing off that little sweet touch of his. I mean, Jokic knows he can take this shot whenever he wants.
A difficult spot for Oklahoma City. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Oklahoma City calls timeout.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
Nuggets on D. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
I think we can say that shot is well within his range.
Yeah, let's hope so. Pass to Jokic. Knocks it loose. Here's Giddey. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it. Denver is shooting just 38% in this quarter. Now here's Murray, guarded closely. Gordon can't hit.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Fast break. Here come the Nuggets. Here's Porter. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Porter's got 8 points.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
And the Thunder shooting a rough 29% from the field here. Gilgeous-Alexander up top. Give him 8. Misses from close range.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm. That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Jokic against Gilgeous-Alexander. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander shows you he's not afraid to draw contact now. Gets to the free throw line. Guys, when you look at what Shai Gilgeous-Alexander brings, he's got a great skill set on the offensive end. He can get off the bounce. He can find his teammates. This guy can slot into either backcourt position. You love the versatility.
Gilgeous-Alexander, no good on the free throw. And with Gilgeous-Alexander, he finds success no matter the role, Doris.
Yeah, this guy is very easy to play off of. He's improved his passing as a playmaker. He's got a natural gift for scoring. There's so much to like about SGA.
Shot clock at 6. Back to Caldwell Pope. To the middle. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. A different look for Denver. Najee, he's checked in for Jokic, and Campazzo subbed in for Caldwell Pope. Gilgeous-Alexander against Porter. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Not a lot of room. That's tipped. Gordon, left side. Shoots over Muscala. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It'll go on Michael Porter.
You look at Gilgeous-Alexander and the way he plays, he has kind of that old man style to him. A lot of crafty moves and fakes in his book.
And he drops the first. And talking about Gilgeous-Alexander, this guy plays like a 10-year vet.
I mean, he has great footwork to get to the paint. He uses those Euro steps and hesitations so well. I mean, he reminds me in some ways of a young Manu.
And so he makes both from the line.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
Outside Murray. Inside. Oh!
Wow, the tenacity of Aaron Gordon, the athleticism is just amazing.
And Oklahoma City shooting 35% in the second so far. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Muscala. Beyond the arc. They get it again.
What an effort to get the tip in, just wanting it a little bit more.
And Denver's shooting at about 51% for the game so far in this one. Outside Murray. Intercepted. Here's Jerome. Pass to Muscala. Puts up a 3. Finally gets one to go. That makes him 1 for 5 in this game.
Well, more and more you see big men working on the outside shot, and this guy has one of the better ones in the league.
Outside Murray. Here's the 3. Drops in the 3. Murray's got 9.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander attacking and in rhythm on the offensive end.
Murray for 3. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. The Nuggets on top, leading by 17. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. I'm here alongside Coach Malone. And Coach, a strong first half for this team. What was clicking for you?
I love that ball movement, taking care of the ball, and that's something we've been harping on. Make a play for somebody else, and I thought we had many examples of that.
Got to help yourself. Thanks, Coach.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. So far, a pretty lopsided game, but still one half to play. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. After 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. They are way out in front, leading by 17. Kenny, what's your viewpoint?
They're going right to the rim, finishing every chance they get. The D was helpless trying to stop them and beating them inside. I love the relentlessness and the aggressive style. This is how you impose your will on another team.
And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Thunder.
They need to give more energy and effort on the boards. Rebounding delta has been one of the main issues. Probably is they're getting bullied, and I'm not sure that they have the players to change that.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You have to like what we're seeing from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Taking a look at the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander is the 2 with Dort at the 3. Derek Favors out there with Darius Bazley. And it's Giddey in at the point. And it's Giddey with a rebound. And for the Thunder, they're shooting only 34% in this one. With the floater. Great D that time from Jokic. And Denver shooting a nice 50% for the game. To the inside. The Thunder with the rebound. Minnesota will be traveling to face him after this game. That'll be the first of 3 games played at home.
Well, Derek Favors has absolutely a massive frame, someone who can draw fouls due to his sheer size.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
I got to tell you, I love watching Derek Favors play the game. I think this guy's reliable, and he still has a ton of upside.
Favors hits them both. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Earlier they held a 23-point lead. Now here's Jokic. Tight defense on him. For 3, Gordon. Can't get it to drop. So Oklahoma City will take it the other way.
Stumbling to start the second half. 3 straight misses.
Gilgeous-Alexander. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Let's remember, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is 6'6", so getting on the interior is not a problem.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
This guy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, someone you can trust. An excellent free throw shooter, very willing to perform in the clutch, someone you love having.
Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Pass to Porter. Now Jokic. Here's Caldwell Pope. Can't connect from short range.
Not a terrific start here in the second half. 4 attempts, nothing to show for it.
And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 4th rebound in this one. Dort against Gordon. The drive by Dort. Favors in the post. There's the triple. Outside for Dort. 3-pointer. Buries it from 3. So Dort's got his 2nd basket on the night.
We haven't seen many buckets like that one. These teams have struggled to dial in their shooting.
Well, you have to appreciate the defensive battle for sure. Both squads struggling on the offensive end. We call this grit and grind.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
Dort outside. To the paint. Here's Favors. And the dunk by Favors.
If Derek Favors gets deep post position, it's over. He's going to leave, no doubt, on the flush.
Pass to Gordon. Outside Porter. And here's Murray. From downtown, Cash. Assisting on the play with Porter. Porter's got 3 assists in the game.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Here's Bazley, defended by Gordon. Dort outside, 5 on the clock. A shot from the high post, and it comes off the front of the rim. For Denver, they've gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. They grab their own miss. And Gordon with the big finish.
Boy, there is a will, a drive. Aaron Gordon showing he wants to be more active on the glass.
Oklahoma City has gone 1 for 2 from outside the arc in this third quarter. And the Thunder call time here.
Boy, we are so lucky to have so many outstanding young role models in the NBA. Aaron Gordon did fantastic work in the community in Orlando when he was a member of the Magic.
For the Nuggets, Brown comes in for Gordon, and Green is subbed in for Michael Porter. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. 2 points. That one goes. Gordon making a donation to support homeless kids in local schools. Also, Aaron producing a video to help spread awareness in Central Florida.
Gosh, that video was so special. Aaron said, quote, "Potential is universal. Opportunity, not so much. That's where we come in." Unquote. Boy, just great to have guys like Aaron in the league caring about the youth in their community and trying to make an impact with their influence.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing, down low. And that one's good. Giddey. He's got 6.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Denver has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Murray passes to Jokic. Unloads. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. So Dort's got a rebound number 5 here tonight.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, B.A. Well, the players on two-way contracts getting expanded opportunities last season after the league eliminated the 50-game cap and permitted them to take part in the playoffs. The pandemic played a role, but, guys, teams are continuing to find contributors among these scrappy young players.
Well, it's all about opportunity, Allie. Thanks. And Jamal Murray picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. Williams is checked in for Dort. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 5 of 11 in this third quarter. Here's Giddey driving to the basket. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
He's a new man this half, playing with much better intensity and getting results.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
The fantastic passing we saw from them in the first half carried right over into the second half, too.
They've gotten out on the break over and over tonight as well. A lot of baskets coming in transition.
And he knocks down the first one. The NBA has a major presence in Africa now, and you were a big part of making that happen, Grant.
Yeah, no, it's very exciting. And to work with the NBA and strategic investors over on the continent in Africa, it's not just a great investment, but you're also doing the right thing, spreading the game, sharing the game, and giving people on the continent the joy that basketball brings to everyone.
And so he hits both. And here are the Thunder now. It's a 10-point game. Pass to Favors. Outside, Williams. Here's Pokusevski, defended by Brown. Williams passes to Favors. Clock at 4. It's stolen by Green. Fast break. Here come the Nuggets. Here's Caldwell Pope. And another miss by Denver.
Well, after hitting one triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
Here's Giddey, defended by Brown. Williams from long range. Caldwell Pope pulls it in.
What a nice individual defensive effort right there. Did a great job contesting.
And the dunk by Jokic.
Doesn't get any easier than this. Just give Jokic the ball, he'll take care of the rest.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 6 of 13 to open up this second half. Pass to Favors. Shoots over Brown. Favors misses. Denver has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Now here's Murray. He's closely guarded. Right side Green. Here's Caldwell Pope. Clock at 6. Jokic. Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Jokic has got 8 points.
Yeah, just late help on the defensive side. I mean, just another breakdown for them.
And I'll tell you, you look up at the scoreboard, that's correct. They have a big lead for a reason.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Defense right on him. And Pokusevski gets it to go. Give him 8 points now.
Well, the passing ability on display for SGA. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander getting it done.
Now a timeout called by Denver. For the Nuggets, Jordan's checked in for Jokic. Najee comes in for Caldwell Pope. And Campazzo subbed in for Jamal Murray. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
To the inside. It's stolen by Muscala. Here's Maledon. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Campazzo. And that comes off the assist by Green.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Here's Jerome, defended by Brown. To the paint. Here's Pokusevski. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
Here's Campazzo. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Pokusevski's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Jerome. With some arc. Ooh, rejected by Jordan. Pass to Campazzo. And here's Jordan. Outside, Green. Here's Campazzo. Back to Green. Off target with the 3. Jerome attacking. And the layup is good off the glass. Jerome's got his first 2 points of the night. Denver has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Here's Campazzo. It's Brown on the wing. He tries for 3. The Thunder with the rebound. Here's Maledon. Ooh, rejected by Jordan.
Boy, the wingspan of DeAndre Jordan. This guy sends it back with a message.
Gets stolen by Muscala. Here's Maledon. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Pass to Muscala. Here's Maledon. Just 5 to shoot. Ooh, rejected by Jordan.
There's aggressive, and then there's trying to do too much. His scoreless effort is hurting this team.
Now here's Green. Here's Najee. Looking to end the drought. And slam dunk by Jordan.
If you don't do your work early and push DeAndre Jordan a little bit out of his comfort range, look out.
Oklahoma City's gone just 1 of 3 from deep since the break. Here's Jerome. Brown with some nice D.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
1:41 left in the third. Najee. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
And he makes it.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
Now a timeout called by Denver. Gordon, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Porter Jr. comes in for Green. Baisley, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dort comes in for Williams. The drive by Campazzo. Banked it in off the glass. Campazzo's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
1:16 left in the third quarter. Here's Maledon. Shoots from 12. And no good.
Both sides going at it. Classic good offense versus good defense.
Here's Campazzo. Takes it inside. Here's Jordan. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Jordan's got 12 points in the game.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And for the Thunder, they're shooting about 42% in the third. Pass to Pokusevski. To the middle. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
I think that's going to stick with them for a while. huge mistake at a critical juncture in the game.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
And I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
Amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
Here's Campazzo. Outside Porter. Fires the three. He's got it. 6 of 10 now.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Porter's gone 1 for 2 from deep. Here's Maledon. Poked loose. It's stolen by Campazzo. And so it's the Denver Nuggets out in front by 19 going into the break. Defense is setting the tone. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Porter Jr., the small forward, with Gordon holding down the 4. Campazzo and Murray, the 1 and the 2. And it's Jordan in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
High value assist there. Finding him inside for the finish.
Pass to Jordan. Now here's Murray. He's guarded closely. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
You know, at this point in his career, we talk about DeAndre Jordan as a role player. But it wasn't that long ago that he was a first-team All-NBA player. In the right situation, this guy can do great things.
And the first one at the line is good. And the thing about Jordan, he has elite specialties.
That's exactly right. One of the league's leading rebounders for so many years. A defensive anchor. A guy who sets incredible screens. This is why stars love to play alongside him.
That one's no good.
Well, how about the 2008 NBA draft? DeAndre Jordan becomes the 35th pick and becomes an all-star for the first time in 2017. Boy, really an example of what can happen when you put the work in.
Murray with it. Into the lane. Outside for Porter. Pass to Gordon. It's hauled in by Bazley.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
And the Thunder making a change here. Favors is checked in. And the Thunder in possession here. They trail by 16. Inside. Here's Jerome. Second chance shot. Tries yet again. Favors misses. Denver is shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. The drive by Campazzo. And that one drops. And the Nuggets lead by 18. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Dort outside. To the inside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Always helps to get these kinds of looks, right? Super easy to convert from that distance.
Now Murray. Pass to Gordon. Now Jordan. Favors covering. Jordan, the pass to Porter. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Here's Maledon. Favors with it. Here's Baisley. Six to shoot. Back to Jerome. And it's Denver with a rebound. Gordon's got rebound number 8 here already in the game.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
Back to Campazzo. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Nikola Jokic is checked in for the Nuggets. Well, super teams are still being built. Grant, what's the key to making it work with 3 or 4 guys who all need touches?
Well, it comes down to good communication between your leaders. Of course, you have to have a plan. You can't be out there winging it. And, of course, prioritizing wins over stats always works.
Pass to Jokic. Knocked away. This one for 3. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Lays it up and banks it in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 20 points.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Outside Murray. Puts it up from 15. That one off the back iron and out. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. The shot by Dort, no good.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
They're doing some good work at the line this half.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Favors. And Grant, you played for a Suns team that was influential with their training staff's approach. How has sports medicine changed from the early days?
You know, B.A., it has changed immensely. Nowadays, every team incorporates that foundation that Suns medical staff had back in the day. It's all about prevention. It's about recovery. It's the big picture approach to making sure players can not only get through season after season, but have longevity throughout their careers.
Pass to Gordon. And here's Porter. Dort defending. And he's all alone. Jumps up. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got his 5th rebound in this one. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. Outside Murray. Here's Gordon from deep. And again, Denver no good. It's Dort on the wing. Uses the glass to finish the layup. So Dort's got 4 points this quarter.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Murray passes to Jokic. The Nuggets with another miss. The Thunder have gotten 6 of 12 shots to go here in this fourth quarter. Here's Giddey, covered by Jokic. Here's Favors. Cash money on the open jump shot.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Now here's Murray. The D's right on him. On the wing, Caldwell Pope. Here's Gordon. The bank shot, no good.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside for Dort for three. The rebound by Murray. The Nuggets have gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. And then Porter with the dunk.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Here's Giddey. Pass to Dort. Here's Baisley. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Up and over Porter. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. And a two-handed jam.
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Oklahoma City has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. One of the stories here, Michael Porter getting it done today.
And I think a new plan would be a good idea. At least make it hard on this guy.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
And I just love to see a player who plays with an aggressive mindset. I mean, he had the energy and the intensity all game. He didn't waste any time when he had his chances out there by attacking the rim.
Pass to Giddey. Now here's Favors, covered by Jokic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pulls it in from the elbow. Not enough on that one as it misses. Denver has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Here's Caldwell Pope. Pass to Gordon. Down low. Here's Jokic. And the layup is good off the glass. Jokic has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
At 6'6", you can see shot ready. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Good use of the catch and shoot.
Outside Murray. Porter. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Giddey. Pass to Favors. Now Dort. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Soft touch off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 11 in the second half.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
Outside Murray. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Outside Porter. Shot clock at 5. Tries to break his ice. Gordon can't hit. from 12 feet, and the jumper falls for him. And the Nuggets lead by 20.
You love that this guy doesn't get down on himself after a rough first half. Keep your composure and keep grinding.
Favors the pass to Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. And in the 2021 conference finals, 3 out of the 4 teams were helmed by black head coaches. Many hoping that'll help create more opportunities moving forward, Grant.
No question. The NBA is #1 in embracing diversity in its league. Now, we still have a long way to go, but you have to be proud of the coaches who performed, as you said, in last year's conference finals, but also seeing the steps move in the right direction this summer with a lot of hires who are African-American head coaches. So, obviously, it's a results-driven business, but greater diversity is certainly welcome. Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 11 here in the quarter alone.
Great concentration through the contact. Gilgeous-Alexander, excellent focus.
Outside Murray. To the right side. From deep, Jokic. He can't hit that time. So Oklahoma City will take it the other way. And there's the foul. It's on Michael Porter. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Picked it. Here's Gordon. Cash assisting on the play with Porter. Porter's got 6 assists now in the game. .149 left in the game. Pass to Favors. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort up top, covered by Jokic. The shot by Dort, no good.
After the strong first half, this guy has not been the same, and largely a no-show right here.
Gordon outside, from outside the arc. And that's up and in. 5 for 12 in this game.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Nuggets.
When you look at their assist totals, you can see why it was easier for them to score. The ball was really popping tonight.
And good things seem to happen when you're patient and willing to make the next pass. Their offense has flowed really well.
And tonight's win will give them an even 40 on the year.
And they've now won themselves a 2-1 advantage in this season series. We'll see if it's the same story when these two meet one last time.
And no question this was a team effort, but you have to love how big a night this was for Michael Porter.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Robinson Earl. Ooh, hits the difficult fadeaway jumper.
The fadeaway with no one on him. Looking for style points to go along with the real ones.
Now, here is Howard. Pass to Chanchar. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Jerome attacking, and here's Muscala. Here's Okpala. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. 6 on the shot clock. Misses the 3. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Nicola, congratulations on the win. What does a win like this say about your team?
I mean, we are looking for each other. We are finding it. When we start playing like we're supposed to play, we are really good. So hopefully we're going to continue to play like this.
Thanks, Nicola. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. So long, everybody.